Right, folks, I hope you're well. I do. Honestly, I really do. Right, what's happening in the world of showbiz today? Well, I've got 3 or 4 stories. I'll cram them all into one if you don't mind. Rod the Mod. Rod Stewart's got the legend slot. Next year's Glastonbury 2025. I thought, well, I've knocked Rod a few times, mainly for his dress sense, but also for some of his videos and some of his latest material. Over the last few years, the material's been crap. For me, he's gone steadily downhill since doing the Great American Songbook. It was successful. I thought he sounded terrible. His modern LP or 2 of the last 5 or 6 years, for me, unbelievably bad. The lyrics, shocking. I believe he's been doing them himself, doing them badly if you ask me. He's just recently got to #1 with Jules Holland with some other stuff, some oldies and whatever else. Not quite as bad, but bad. How it made #1, I do not know. Anyway, he's going to do the legend slot. Well, I don't care what you say about Rod. I'll say this for him. He's had some good songs over the years. There's many I don't like, but there's a good few I do, and a few that I really, really like. So I'm hoping he does that legend slot, and he does the oldies, the good uns. None of this swing rubbish, none of that palaver. Certainly none of the latest stuff since he's been with Penny. The last couple of LPs he's put out have been absolutely horrendous. They really, really have. I hope he does the good oldies, the oldies, and I hope he goes down well. Let's see how he goes. God only knows what he's going to wear. Russell Crowe. I'm seeing in the news today, Russell Crowe, who was it? He's paid £5,000 to an ex-stuntman that he used to work with. I think he worked with him on Gladiator. Where's his name? Bear with me a sec. Charlie Allen. He's busted his leg pretty badly. Anyway, it's cost a good few quid to put it right. And Russell Crowe, he says, donated £5,000 towards the treatment. Well, I'm thinking, I hope that's the whole amount. I hope he's not giving part of the money. He only comes a day after I made him old Russell. He's selling his big beachside villa. Is it for 60 million in Oz? I think it's 60 million. Maybe of our pounds, that's only 30, 40, 50. I don't know the exchange rate. But if he can afford a gaff going for over 30 million in our money, he can afford more than £5,000 to sort his mate's leg out, surely. Not that I've got out against Russell, I quite like him. Dani Dyer, you know I love him, don't you? I love him. Dani Dyer said today, I would rather West Ham United win the Premier League than win an Oscar. And I thought to myself, can't see any of them happening somehow. #1, I can't see West Ham being good enough for a long time. Probably not in my lifetime, but you never know. Leicester did it. You never know. As for Dani winning an Oscar for his acting, absolutely no chance. The only way Dani Dyer will win an Oscar for an Oscar performance, down to his acting talent, would be if he was in a category of 1. As in, he was the only one in it, there was nobody else. And then I think they'd have to give him an Oscar begrudgingly, because normally it's for talent. Danny's got none whatsoever. Some of you like him, I know, but I'm sorry. Absolutely awful. What an awful actor. Don't care what you say. Absolutely crap. But that's just my opinion. Right, who else did we have? Christine. Is it McGuinness? Of course it is. Paddy's missus. Is she telling us lies, folks? Is she lying to us, Christine? I've read today, I had to write this down. She's on a lot of dates of late, she said. Her dating diary's been full. She says, I am a woman. I want to be around adults. I want some company. Now, that'd be alright under normal circumstances. But you see, I've heard something about, a year, 18 months ago, where Christine says, oh, yes. I always knew I was a bit different, a bit strange. Turns out, I also have autism, just like me 3 children. At school, I couldn't mix. I didn't like people. I'm the same now. I don't like going in rooms with people I don't know. I can't mix with people. I don't like people getting too close to me. I don't like them touching me. I don't like an affection, anything. I don't like any of that. I really, I'm not good with people at all. There's times I can't even get out of the house, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. This is the woman that wants to be around adults, wants some company, and some adult attention. Is she telling us lies? Did she just wear the autism badge because her kids had it and to make her different and to get on the telly a few times to talk about it? Now, maybe I'm wrong to insinuate that. Probably I am. But I'll tell you what, those things that I told you about, she did say them about 18 months ago. There's no doubt about that. I remember hearing it. Not very good around people, don't like going out, often can't go out the house, don't like meeting people, don't like touching people. And I'm thinking, with dating, Christine, there's a lot of touching going on. Sometimes a lot more than that. Anyway, I'll leave it at that with her. Who else did we have? There was somebody else, I think. Or was there not? No, that could be it, to be honest with you. Yeah, that could be it. What did we do there? We did Rod. Russell Crowe. Oh, there's another one. Danny Dyer and McGuinness. I've got another one. Graham Potter. You might or might not know him. That's from the sporting background. Graham used to be the manager, I think, at Brighton and did very well. Then went to Chelsea. Did his brains in. Didn't do well at all. They got rid of him. Well, he's come out today and said, oh, it's a lot worse than you think. Honestly, it really hurt my ego. He said it was that bad. I wasn't good around people. I wasn't sleeping. It was bad. I've had to go for therapy. Oh, I have been for therapy. Now, I read that only a day after I'm hearing that he doesn't want to be considered for the Leicester City job. There's been about 3 or 4 other jobs over the last, 12 months his name's been mentioned for. I think 1 he didn't get and 3 he said he's not interested in. And I'm thinking to myself, why you keep saying you're not interested on this job, that job or the other job? Is it because you're not sure how good the team might be? You're not sure about how much money you may have? And you may struggle like many a manager does in a club without the resources that you've been used to? Is it that you don't want to fall flat on your face again because obviously you've been bad since the Chelsea bullet? And I'm thinking maybe that's the case, but I thought, how can any manager of a club like Chelsea need therapy after being let go of? I would imagine, what would he have done? Probably a 3-year contract? Maybe sacked after a year? £5 million a year wages, 15 million, sacked after a year, leaves 10 million payoff. Could have been that, might have been a bit less. I don't know. But a few million I would imagine. Give me a job and give me £500,000 payoff. I don't need therapy. I need to be on going on cruises and whatever else, and I won't even need the all-inclusive ones. Oh, no, I pay my way. They get a fortune, these football managers. Why on earth would you need therapy after getting sacked? Isn't it part of the job? Some of them thrive on it. Mourinho gets sacked everywhere he goes and gets 3, 5, 8, 7, 10 million at a time. His bank balance is bursting, man. Bursting. Unbelievable. There was something else, folks. I know I had something else. What is there on here? There is something else, is there? Oh, is that for the next message? No, I'll give you another. Bob Geldof. I knew there was something else. Bob. I've seen Bob today. The old, Do They Know It's Christmas is out again, isn't it? Is it the 40th edition? I think it is. I've seen him on the One Show. I've also seen him on Lorraine. And I've also seen him on This Morning. Now, some might say it's overkill. I don't, because I get why he's doing it. And I've not minded seeing him. Have I been a lover of Bob's over the years? No, not particularly. When he said, give us all your money with a couple of F words thrown in, I thought, well, he's doing a lot for it, but give most of your money, Bob. You've got more than we have. And he's probably give a bit himself, and I know he's give loads of time. My dad always said, time is more valuable than money. And he is right there. And Bob has given a lot of time to that. He really has. He's still doing it today, from what I can gather. But when he did the old Live Aid, I never liked him in that he never invited my mate Phil. He never invited him. Now, I know at the time, Phil wasn't doing great health-wise, what with the drugs and everything else. But I've read on 3 or 4 occasions that Phil was absolutely gutted to be passed over by Bob. He got all the creme de menthe of all the singers and well-known people from Great Britain to get on there, and he left Phil completely in the wilderness, which I thought was awful. And he's supposed to have loved Phil and grew up worshipping him. I thought he should have made that call. I think it might have helped straighten Phil out and got him off the old Bob Hope for a while. I think it might have helped him tremendously. You never know. He might have been here now. I believe he felt very, very bad with being left out. So I've always held that against Bob. But what I'll say is, seen him last night on the One Show, talked very, very well. Very passionate, talked very well. Seen him again on Lorraine today, again the same. Seen him on This Morning, he was on there with old Midge, who we wrote the song with. Went to another level. He was fantastic. He did a bit of the old give us all your money again, but in a different way. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant. The words he used, how he put things across was absolutely fantastic. I'll be downloading it, not that I want it, but it's not a lot of money to help a cause that's important. And I do believe, unlike most charities, I believe the bulk of it goes to the right place. It's just a pity there's not enough of it to go all over the world, because wherever it's hitting, there's loads of other places where kiddies have got no food, got no medicine, got no nothing, got no prospects. The world is an awful place at the moment, folks, it really is. But I thought Geldof today spoke brilliantly. And I've decided today I might have a bit of a laugh every now and again at Bob's expense, but I'm never going to have a go at him. I'm never going to have a go at him from this day forward, because I think what he's doing, I think he cares and I think means something, and I just thought he was brilliant today. If you've seen it, you'll know. I think you'll know what I'm on about. If you've not, go and give it a watch. I don't know if many people go and watch things after they tell them to, or after I advise them to, but go and watch Geldof today on This Morning. He was brilliant, especially right near the end of the piece. He went on for like a good 10 minutes. He was brilliant. He really, really was. Brought a tear to my eye, it really did. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. Right, on that note, I'm going to go. I'm going to love you and leave you. If you watched it to the end, good grief, you're a better man or woman than I am. But I do thank you. Thanks very much.